Welcome to the virtual race brief for the 75-mile Skye Trail Ultra. My name is Wayne Drinkwater and I am the Event Director at GB Ultras, and today we're going to cover some of the key points that you need to know for the race itself. The Isle of Skye is an incredibly beautiful part of the world, and the Skye Trail is a navigation event and is at times both unforgiving and extreme due to its location, difficulty, elevation and the route. Therefore, every participant should have map reading experience and carry the correct mandatory kit for the event. The GB Ultras team have mountain marshals in place across the high ground to monitor and provide assistance along the route if needed. A Skye Trail map is available to buy directly from Harvey Maps, which incorporates the full route in one map. The start location will be at the north of the Isle of Skye, near Duntull. Race registration and bib number collection for the event is available on the Friday prior to the event from 5:30 p.m. until 9 p.m, or alternatively on race day morning from 4:15 a.m. until 5:30 a.m. We have kind consent from one of the landowners at Duntull, so there'll be adequate parking for the event itself located there, along with our start line gantry. For those without a support team, please leave your vehicle at the Duntull location. After the race is finished at Broadford, there is optional minibus transport back to your vehicles at Duntull. If you have pre-ordered one of the GB Ultras technical t-shirts for the event, you can pick that up at race registration, along with having a look at some of the other merchandise that we have available. When you collect your GB race tracker at race registration on Saturday morning of the event, it is already switched on, so all you have to do is securely fasten it to your pack. There is a Velcro fastener on the rear of the tracker that allows you to securely fasten the tracker to your shoulder strap or the back. Please note that the tracking is updated at 2-minute intervals, providing there is GPS signal. Please ensure that you hand your tracker back to the event team at the finish line of the event. During the race, participants have the option of utilising drop bags. We take certain drop bags to set points during the race itself. When you've collected your race number at race registration, you'll also collect drop bag labels that you can securely fasten to your drop bags that identifies your unique bib number for the race. For the drop bags for the race across the Isle of Skye 75 mile, there are 2 locations where you can use separate drop bags. Due to the Skye Trail Ultra being a single stage event, runners quickly spread out. Sometimes a great distance may separate them of maybe 30 or 40 miles. That basically means that we give runners the opportunity to utilise 2 dedicated separate drop bags that you can bring with you if you choose. If you have a support team, you may not wish to utilise the drop bags. The drop bag locations are at Drop Bag 1, Braes Community Hall. Drop Bag 2, the finish line at Broadford Village Hall. Drop Bag 1 will make its way over to the finish line as soon as that checkpoint location is closed. So if you finish the race and one of the checkpoints is still open, it's only when it closes that your drop bag will make its way over to the finish point. Each of your drop bags should be approximately the size of a medium-sized hodol, except the finish line bag, which can be 50 litre. Your drop bag may contain fresh footwear, dry clothing ready for the next section of the route. It may also contain extra nutrition, but please don't keep anything valuable in there. The Skye Trail Ultra starts at 6 a.m. sharp from Duntull. Checkpoint locations for the Skye Trail Ultra 75 mile. Checkpoint 1 is at 6.3 miles into the race, and that's at the Kerrang car park. Support teams are welcome. Checkpoint 2 is at 19.6 miles, and that's at the Old Man of Store car park, and support teams are welcome. Checkpoint 3 is at 28 miles into the race, and that's at Portree Community Centre. Support teams are welcome. Checkpoint 4 is at 34 miles into the race, and that's at Braes Community Hall. Support teams are permitted. Checkpoint 5 is at 40 miles into the race, and that's at Slegation campsite. No support teams are permitted at the campsite. Please park across the road near to the hotel. Checkpoint 6 is at 51 miles into the race at Elgol Village Hall. Support teams are welcome, but please advise them to be quiet and respectful due to the time that the event passes through this checkpoint. Checkpoint 7 is at 60 miles into the race, and that's at Blahain car park. Support teams are welcome, but again, please ensure that they are quiet and respectful due to the time that the event passes through. The finish venue is at 75 miles into the race, and that is at Broadford Village Hall. During the Skye Trail Ultra 75 mile, you'll find that sometimes there's a long distance between checkpoints. So please bear in mind that you really need to carry extra nutrition with you so that you can fuel up during this period of time. We also need to know if you have any pre-existing medical conditions or any allergies in advance of the event. The Skye Trail Ultra is an unbelievable journey, and as such it is shared by participants only, so no pacers are permitted throughout any of the race itself. A pacer is somebody that you arrange to meet you on the route and run a section with you. That is not permitted. You're also not permitted to have anyone else carry your mandatory kit throughout the event. If you are found to have a pacer at any stretch of the route, then you may well be disqualified or have time penalties imposed. There is a 26-hour cut-off for the Skye Trail and dedicated cut-off times per checkpoint. The Skye Trail Ultra GPX is available to download off the GB Ultras website for the event, and you can download it onto your watch or handheld device. Your watch or handheld device may be damaged during the event or the battery may fail, so it's essential that you carry a hard copy Harvey's map. As you pass through checkpoints, it's essential that we can see your race number. It should be visible and on the front of your person. As you pass along the Skye Trail, particularly as you pass through farmland, please ensure that you follow the countryside code and close gates behind you. Keep to the trail, do not impact the land. The route is a very sensitive area. We've already mentioned the importance of having the right kit and the right nutrition as you make your way along the route. Prepare for poor weather conditions. Ongoing self-management and foot care is essential. Should you decide to withdraw from the event, we need your bib number and also your tracker, which needs to be handed in at either a checkpoint or at the race finish. Moving on to the mandatory kit for the race itself. In the lead up to the event, please ensure that you look over the mandatory kit video which has been done. The mandatory kit is the minimum standard kit that you must carry for the race itself. If you want to carry anything extra, by all means, feel free to do so. The mandatory kit is the minimum standard kit, the safety kit that you need to carry at all times during the ultramarathon. In the event of severe weather during one of our mountain races, we have dedicated mountain teams in place, so we may well action a low-level route prior to the race start or during the race by the mountain teams. During the race, there will also be random kit checks and also potentially at the finish line. If you're found not to be carrying the mandatory kit for the race itself, you could be disqualified, or there may well be time penalties imposed during the race itself. It's important that we all play our part to respect the environment that we're in. During an ultramarathon, you'll be eating on the move, so any snacks, any litter that you've been having during the race, make sure it's nice and secure in a dedicated pocket in your pack. Please ensure that if you're using that pocket for anything else, maybe your mobile phone, that you don't accidentally drop the litter out of your pocket when you take your phone out. So maybe just use a dedicated area of your pack for the litter. And make sure that when you come into a checkpoint that you unload all of that litter so it reduces the risk of any litter going on the trail. This leads us on to the emergency instructions for the Skye Trail Ultra. If there is a minor injury, please let a checkpoint, a marshal or race HQ know. Only in emergency where there is a risk to life or limb, please follow these instructions. Number 1. Put on any spare clothing and use your thermal survival bag or bivy bag. Number 2, trigger the SOS button on the front of your tracker. On the front of the tracker, just underneath the race tracker logo, there is an SOS button. Hold it down for approximately 3 seconds and that will alert Race HQ. Please note that that is no substitute to speaking to Race HQ on the phone. Number 3, if there is a risk to life or limb, please call 999 and ask for an ambulance. Number 4, inform Race HQ by calling the numbers for Race HQ that have been saved on your phone. Number 5, attract the attention of fellow participants or the event team by using your whistle or shouting. This completes the emergency instructions for the event and completes the virtual race brief for the Skye Trail Ultra. Thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions in the meantime, please don't hesitate to email the race team at events@gbultras.com. Please be aware that if you email the event team during race week, in the build-up to the event, we cannot guarantee a reply. Thanks so much for watching the virtual race brief, and we'll see you on the Isle of Skye.